Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 7, Chapter 23. Lead or Gold? When the unmanifested Shakti manifests in an individualized form, it is a source of Ananda for those who recognize it as such. As you have heard just now, from the experience of Dr. Teberg, who has come from America. She has studied the ancient Shastras of India and has spent many years in this country. She knows that the mission of man is to realize himself as divine and merge in the ocean of divine bliss. Jnana is the treasure that man has to accumulate so that he can so realize and merge. Cows may be of different breeds or colors or sizes, but the milk they yield is the same the world over. So too, all religions, whatever their origin or extent of influence, are all means to teach man this process. Now, the law of human behavior has become each for himself. This is because the fact that all are one in God is not known and not realized. This is the product of sadhana. The conviction is of slow growth, but it has to be acquired. Durvasa, the great sage, who is famous in the epics for his asceticism, is also known for his anger when he is slighted or thwarted by others. He was so sensitive, so egoistic, so uppish, that he forgot the unity of all in God. He was ready with a frightful curse when anyone showed disregard for his inflated ego. Of what avail are all the years of austerity? Surrender all you have and gain the Lord. Sometimes, when you have some extra cash with you, you hand it over to a trusted friend, saying, "Keep this for me. I am afraid I may spend it too soon if it is in my hands. I cannot trust myself." God is the friend on whom you can put your trust. So hand over to Him all that you have and be free and happy. You do not do it now, since faith is wanting. Happiness of material origin is short-lived. Man still believes that Ananda can be got from the external world. He hoards wealth, authority, fame and learning in order to get happiness, but he finds that they are fraught with fear, anxiety and pain. The millionaire is beset by the tax gatherer, the cheat, the donation hunter, the housebreaker, and his sons and kinsmen who clamor for their share. Happiness of material origin is short-lived and has misery as its obverse. Struggle to realize the Atma, to visualize God. Even failure in this struggle is nobler than success in other worldly attempts. The buffalo has horns, the elephant has tusks. But what a difference! To live in the body, with the body, for the body, is the life of a worm. To live in the body, with God, for God, is the life of man. The dull, activity-hating, tamasic persons cling to the ego and to kith and kin. Their love is limited to these. The rajasic, active, passionate persons seek to earn power and prestige, and love only those who will contribute to these. But the sattvic, the pure, the good, the equanimity-filled, love all as embodiments of God and engage themselves in humble service. Pundalika was one such. He was massaging the feet of his old mother when God appeared before him. He did not interrupt the service, for he was serving the same God in his mother. Tukaram declared to Pundalika that it was God who had manifested before him, but Pundalika did not waver. He asked God to wait for a while until he had finished the service of the God he had started serving. proceed from the known to the unknown. The prompting inside man to love his mother is an expression of the divine nature in him. If there was no spark of the divine in man, he would not have loved at all. A person who loves is a theist, whether he goes to the temple or church or not. Pundalika was not guilty of sacrilege, for he was actually worshipping God in his most accessible form, his mother. You have to proceed from the known to the unknown. Then the love expands in ever-widening circles, until it covers all nature, until even plucking a leaf from a tree affects you so painful that you dare not injure it. The green vitality of the tree is a sign of the divine will, which sends its roots deep into the soil. The roots keep the tree safe from storms, holding it fast against the violent tug of the wind. So too, if the roots of love in man go down into the spring of the divine in him, no storm of suffering can shake him and crash him into disbelief. As a lump of sugar sweetens every drop of water in the cup, the eye of love makes every person in the world friendly and attractive. The simple milkmaids of Gokulam saw each other as Krishna. Such was their overwhelming love for the divine incarnation. The Bhagavata, where their love and the love of many other seekers of the Lord are described, is a text of divine love, bhakti. The Mahabharata, which describes the exploits and excellences of Krishna, is a textbook of dharma, of the ethics of social and political life, as corrected and straightened by the supremacy of the right. Begin loving service this day, this moment. Each act will urge you to the next, for the thrill is so inspiring. The best service and the best time to render it. There was a king once who questioned many a scholar and sage who came to his court. Which is the best service and which is the best time to render it? He could not get a satisfying answer from them. One day, while pursuing the forces of a rival king, he got separated from his troops in the thick jungle. He rode a long way, exhausted and hungry, until he reached a hermitage. There was an old monk who received him kindly and offered him a welcome cup of cool water. After a little rest, the king asked his host the question that was tormenting his brain. Which is the best service? The hermit said, giving a thirsty man a cup of water. And which is the best time to render it? The answer was, when he comes far and lonely, looking for some place where he can get it. The act of service is not to be judged according to the cost or publicity it entails. It may be only the offering of a cup of water in the depth of a jungle, but the need of the recipient, the mood of the person who offers, these decide whether the act is gold or lead. Fill every act of yours with love. Let no one suffer the slightest pain as a result of your thought, word, or deed. Let this be your sadhana. It will surely help you to achieve the goal. Prashanti Nilayam, May 24th, 1967.